All right, we are here with Ethan Samuels, who just finished his game against Craig Willenberg, and you won.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to end the tournament on a high note. How do you feel after the game?
I feel great. I was quite nervous. Did a little bit of prep. I've been prepped move 1 knight c3 against him.
We were so shocked to see that.
Yeah, I didn't want to go up against his Scandinavian.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought move 1 knight c3. If he goes c5, I play e4, close the Sicilian. If he goes d5, d4, I'm comfortable in Jobava. And if he goes knight f6, e4, e5, I play the Vienna. So I was
we were
quite...
talking about the transposition to Jobava London.
Yeah.
But extra points to Gryffindor if you can tell us what knight c3 opening is called.
Oh, no idea. I just saw Ikaru play the Title Tuesdays.
Oh my goodness.
No idea what it's called.
Okay, do you want to take a guess? Something out of this world.
Semi Jobava.
Okay, Semi Jobava. I think we have to rename it because at the moment it's Van Geet.
Van Geet, okay.
Geet. I don't really know how to pronounce the G. But anyway, so after the entire tournament, are you happy with your performance as a whole?
Yeah, I had 4 draws. I think now 4 wins and 1 loss.
Mm-hmm.
The loss I had against Calvin, that was just opening idea that I've never seen before. So I'll definitely go back and look at it. Yeah, the other draws I was losing. I sacked an exchange twice. My opponents were winning, but with practical play and time pressure, they couldn't capitalize.
All right.
Yeah.
Before I ask more general questions, I'd love to know about this particular game that you played. I think it's you had a move, rook takes f7, which has to be like the move of the entire tournament. Come on, it was a brilliancy. But your thoughts after knight takes e4, did you see it?
No, I did not see it. I thought he was going to play e5 to try and get the knight to g6, but then I had something planned of knight g3, sack the f4 pawn and play knight f5. I also thought he had some ideas with knight g7, but then I had e5 and I think I'm winning there. But when he played knight takes e4, I was kicking myself for like 2, maybe even longer. I'm not sure how much time I spent. But then after I looked at it, I realized I have to go all guns blazing now. And then after I played f5, activate the bishop, the rook, the knight, I think I had a good position afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You did. What were your candidate moves? It was obviously f5, which you played.
First candidate move was the capture, bishop takes knight. But then I saw d3 check, king h1, and then pawn takes knight. And I knew he was a pawn up, and I didn't want to simplify the game, especially with my low time control. And I was also playing for a win because I needed a win. So that's why I didn't play that move. The other move I was considering was it knight g3? But then I saw he had f5. F5 in the position, and I didn't calculate further because it just got a bit too messy. And f5 just looked like the most principled move, so I just played it. I didn't really calculate it. Yeah.
Were you looking at after bishop takes e4, so taking the knight, that there was pressure on h7? Queen takes h7.
Queen takes h7, but I think he gets away with king e7, and then there's no f6, there's no more checks.
Okay. And the pawn would be on e2, right? Forking
e2,
the rooks?
yeah. Forking the 2 rooks. I have to swap off 1 rook then, and I didn't like that.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was a good decision then. F5, guns blazing. We have to watch out for Ethan going forward. What are your aspirations for the year? What are you doing at the moment? You're 21, so you must be either studying or focusing on some projects.
I'm studying now and working at the same time. So I have this type of internship where I'm doing my accounting degree and I'm doing my articles at the same time. So not the degree, then the article.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it at the same time, and then the company I'm working for, they paying my articles and my degree. And I hope, hopefully I get to finish this year. Okay. And my chess goal is just to reach 2,000 FIDE.
2,000 FIDE. Have you crossed 2,000 FIDE before?
Never. My closest, I think, was 1980 or 1996.
So close.
Yeah, I've never crossed FIDE. It's tough here. It's very tough.
So which accounting firm are you working for?
Theron du Plessis in Durbanville. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not one of those big
No. The small. It's actually a training firm, but I get a lot of experience. I do a bit of everything in the accounting world.
So why accounting?
I think I'm just good at numbers, calculating. I'm not good with like English and all that stuff.
Yeah, they say accountants end up being very boring people. Do you consider yourself a boring person?
Yeah, I would say so. Over the board, maybe not, but maybe in general I can be a bit boring sometimes. I like my space.
And the question we've all been waiting for, what is Rookwear and where did it come from?
So Rookwear is this clothing brand that I started. I've been wanting to do it since matric. That's also a fact, like one of the factors why I took the job instead of studying full time. I needed some capital to start the business.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just a clothing brand I started. I saw no one else was doing it, and that in my experience, I saw that there was not a lot of youngsters coming up as when we played. Like it was me, Luan de Jager, you, Keegan Agalas, all of them were coming up. So I just started this brand to try and get the Western Cape community together, and I somewhat like fashion as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working on an online chess store selling my merch. I hope to sell some of your Rookwear
Of
merchandise.
course,
We can
definitely.
collaborate there.
Definitely talk.
Business in the works.
Yeah,
But thank you. How many points you're on?
I'm on 6 out of 9 now.
6 out of 9 is incredible for such a strong field.
Yeah, last year I got 4.5, so I'm
Okay.
definitely happy to get a
There we go.
better score this year.
He's studying, he's working, he's side hustling, and he's playing good chess. We don't know what is in store for Ethan's future, but it's got to be bright, right? Yeah.
I hope so. I hope
Okay.
so.
We're giving him too much of a big head. But thank you so much, Ethan, for your time, and
problem.
congratulations on your performance.
Thank you very much.